Good morning, farmers. Well, we didn't have to wait too long for these barley fields to be ready. Well, 3 of them are ready anyways. I'll make sure I hook up to the right trailer this time. Don't disappear on me, pig. There we go. The only barley field of the 4 up here not ready is this one right here that we're looking at. If you remember when we did these 4 fields, this field got seeded the day after the other 3. So this field should be ready tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Before I start, well, I was recording, but I didn't. I'm not going to put in the video. I hired a worker to harvest this field right here. And I do not get the option of where to sell the barley at. So the problem with that is we do have the option here. Obviously we can sell it down there for 701, or we only get 467 here. So I don't know which sell point they use. And I'm not going to take the chance of them selling it here because it's almost like 70% more, whoops, by selling it here. And really it's work that we can do. But what I'm going to do, I'll bring it back in a quick second. We're going to paint the harvester a different color today. And probably the header too, header to match. So I'll bring it back when the harvester and header are painted up nicely, sort of. You know me with my weird colors. Go watch my House Flipper series, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'll see you in a second. Very creative, isn't it? Just pure black. I fiddled with colors for like about 2 minutes. I finally said, you know what? Let's just go with pure black. Not sure it's something you would see, but, you know, it's interesting. We'll say that much. So on hiring help for barley and wheat, it's hard to say to know what's going to happen because I don't know where they're selling it at. So that's the tricky part. So we're going to get some bales out of these fields. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do this just yet because I know I can hire a worker for this field right here. But obviously when I get done harvesting it, I can't just hire a worker to plow it because we'll have our straw swath here. So what I may do is every time I finish a field, we'll just hire a... we'll go down, I'll get the wife's tractor, we'll hook up the baler to it, we'll bale the field, and after we do that, then we can hire a worker to plow it, and probably cultivate it as well, just to move the process along, because I really thought I was going to get a day just to go around and do some other farmers' fields. My surprise when I checked these fields up here and saw that they were ready. And I did check the maize fields down yonder, and those are not ready yet. How's the tank filling up? Actually, it's filling up pretty darn fast. Now, I know I said before that canola is probably the best one to go for, where barley is right there with it. It's once you sell the bales, then barley is probably the way to go. It just entails more work. Which at this point, you know, doing these fields right now, it'd be a nice change for the channel because we haven't done baling too much. But we got 3 fields to try to get to today. I think we can do it. It could be a long day on the farm for me. I'll still try to keep the video down to 30 minutes-ish. But you've seen some of my videos on here probably go 40, 45, I think sometimes even 50. But it's been a while since I've done that. I've been like I've said many times, I've been hoping to start a farming simulator series on a map soon. One of the maps I was looking at to doing, I don't think that was going to be ready for a while because I haven't seen him post anything on it. It was in testing, and then he took it down because he wanted to do some rework on it, and that was over a month ago, and I haven't heard a word since. So I'm not sure what's going on there, so I may start a map on Farming Sim. I'm just trying to find one that suits me. Only because it does give me more options. I sort of question this game a little bit. Once the devs got all the core of this game going, I really haven't heard much from them. Not to say it's a good or a bad thing, but there is some issues with the game. That's the reason why it's not for sale on Steam. And for B in that DMCA, well, this is their second DMCA lawsuit put against them. The first one only lasted like 3 weeks, and it was kind of, I assume it was settled some way or another. And once that got settled, it went back on sale on Steam for like a day or two, and a second lawsuit was filed against them. And we're talking way back in January. I think it was January or February, somewhere around there. And of course, obviously, if you've been watching this series, you like the game, you understand you haven't been able to buy it on Steam, and it's obviously I don't expect the devs to come out and say exactly what's going on because, you know, it's a lawsuit. Who wants to talk about that? But yeah, since it's been about a month since I've seen them post anything on the Steam page forum about what's going on with the game, about doing updates, anything that matter. And there are a lot of people starting to get somewhat concerned that the term that we kind of use is going to be a dead game, which meaning it may not be up for sale again on Steam, and there may not be any more updates. So if there are no more updates to this game, it would be a shame, because I just see the potential in it. But the game needs more content to keep doing videos on it, I think. F3. Right over. I think we're over. No, I wanted to get out of the tractor. Thank you. The one thing that's going to eat up a lot of our time today is traveling all the way down to the old mill to sell this stuff. But we get done what we get done. We should make a good profit today. Whoops, wrong button to see what we're at. So we're exactly at 1,023,376. Oops, yep. I gotta be in cruise control, just can't drive forward. So hopefully on the page we hear from the developers about, or the publishers even, roughly the state of the game at this point. It could be that the developers are very busy rewriting the coding for the game. Only because I think the DMCA, some people have said that's the problem with the lawsuit, is that they got to redo the coding for it. I mean, I hate to be talking about a good game like this and talking about the troubles that they're having other than the game itself. That's the reason why a lot of YouTubers will not do videos on the game, because they're not sure what's going to happen to it. I'm sort of in the same boat at this point. I mean, as long as I was seeing progress being done on the game, I held high hopes for it. Oh, that's a good sight, seeing money going into the harvester. Not sure about the black color though. Would like to turn on some beacons as well, but that's not an option. So it looks like a couple more passes with this. And then we'll run down and get the baler with the wife's tractor. We'll come up and bale this field. Actually, now even if I bale, I still got to pick up the bales. Yeah, we may only get like 2 fields done today, and then we'll maybe do the 2 other fields tomorrow. My thought process wasn't going too well there. I'm like, yeah, I'll just harvest it on the next field and I can hire someone to plow. And it's like, wait a minute, I got the straw swath to take care of. Alright, so I gotta do that. Then I'll hire a worker. Okay, what about the bales in the field? Oh yeah, that too. Alright, we'll go empty what we can into the trailer. Then we'll park the harvester across the street. Alright, now we gotta turn on this to make sure we don't overfill the, I pronounce that the crampy. I don't know how you actually pronounce it. I should stick with the kipper. Yeah, so I was overflowing. I just hit the wrong button twice. Give me a second. Alright, let's bring the harvester, like I said, across the street. I'll move some things around here. I'll park that my trailer across the street as well for a second. Hit the baler. I'll do all this stuff and then bring it back. Let me just say that. See you in a second. Alright, we're kind of situated here. You can kind of see we got a bale still in the baler from last time. So let's turn on harvester. Okay, it's more like a baler, but that's fine. Okay. And let's get rolling. Watch it spit him out the back. Thank you, tree, for not letting me really see where I'm going. Luckily, the baler has a big pickup area. Shouldn't take us long to bale these. Then, like I said, we'll pick them up. This should not fill the trailer, but I'm not good at guessing how many bales we're going to get because I don't bale that often. And then once we pick up the bales, we can get the equipment out of the field. And we'll hire some worker to come plow this, and they'll probably be able to plow it and cultivate it before I finish the other field over there. I kind of worry when I got to go down and do the big field. Putting this much straw on the ground, I hope it doesn't cause any problems. I'll have to make sure when I'm going along with that field that I kind of save as I go along. Do multiple saves, so that way if I get stuck in an area, I got a couple of backups. If it causes problems, what I'll do is we'll just harvest some of the field and bale it, and harvest more of the field and bale it. I haven't seen anyone say that has been a problem since they solved the issue way back in the wintertime, like December-ish. Yeah, even doing a field like this back when the game first came out, this could have crashed the game having this much straw on the ground. Don't know what it is about having straw on the ground. I know Farming Simulator has some problems with that, especially in multiplayer. You can even see it flickering now as I go around. I will say there's something about around here. These NPCs must be really healthy because every time they go somewhere, they're always running. Which I don't know why, because none of them are ever working. They don't work on their own houses. Barely work in their own field. They work in what I call like the gardens. That's about it. But when they're always going somewhere, they're always in a big hurry. But yeah, I'm doing all the work on their buildings and stuff. If it wasn't for us, this town would have fallen apart. I mean, we're keeping the old mill in business. We're keeping the sell point up there in business. The agricultural store, probably not so much. Alright, turn off the harvester. Because that's what it says. I know it's a baler, but in the upper left hand corner it says harvester. Okay, we'll park that here. Scaffolding. Since we're here and go and buy one, we'll pick a bale up. Now this trailer, if this is new to you, this trailer will hold 39 bales. No auto stacker here, so I mean it kind of is because you only got to walk up to it, and as long as you hit the trigger just right, it just pops right in there for you. But you just can't drive around and have them automatically load. So let's just park it right here. And we will run around a bit. Pick up these bales. And I think I'll bring it back when I'm just about done, because you could get dizzy watching me do this for about 3 minutes. Well, I thought it was all done, and I found one more bale. Right here. And I gotta say, I am pretty surprised and impressed of the amount of bales we got. So this is going to kind of scare me when it comes to the big field. So this field right here is not even a hectare. It's 0.87. And I'm trying to think, excuse me van, coming through. So I know this hole is 39. So I'm guessing we got 35 bales on here. I think that's 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe 34? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm thinking 34. I'm trying to figure out how this stacks on here. I'm thinking I could put 5 more pieces on here. We'll find out in a second. Enter the bale market. Yes, we got 35 bales on here. So my guess of 200 bales down in that 7.5 hectare field. I mean, basically we got to times this by almost 8. And that will be the total, you know, because that field is under a hectare. And we got 7.5 hectares down there. So I'm guessing multiply that by 8. So yeah, we may end up with pretty close to, I just had the figure in my head and I lost track. I'm going to say pretty close to 280 bales in that big field if things go well. Which is a holy crap. That's a lot of freaking bales. That's going to be a lot of trips. But, you know, it's money in the bank. I mean, we just got, what, $5,000 just for that little section right there. So this field is all set. Nope, I didn't want to do that, but thank you. Just make sure I'm on the correct field. $100 to plow it. Now we should be able to get someone to come there. We can. Alright, well, since we're in the harvester, I'm going to get work on this field. And I'll bring you back if something interesting happens. Which probably not, but we'll see. Yep, my ambition to get 3 fields done today was too much, as per usual. Frank is over there. He's actually cultivating the field now. He finished plowing it a while ago. I've made 2 trips, at least 2 trips. Yeah, 2 trips, we'll just say, to the old mill. And we're going to have to make a 3rd one. And actually, we're going to have some grain left in the trailer combine harvester overnight. Should be fine. It'll probably be about, well, I would say 2,500 grain, something like that. It'll be fine. It's just one night. It's not really humid out, so it'll be fine. Alright, pipe out. Header off. Header up. And we still got to bale this field, or yeah, bale it and then pick up the bales and get rid of them. And I'll hire someone to, well, I don't know if I can hire a worker in this field yet or not. If we can, I'm going to hire someone obviously to plow and cultivate it while we're working those 2 fields tomorrow. So yeah, we left with 2,000 grains in the harvester. It'll sit there overnight, should be fine. I figure I'd bring it back and take you on the journey down to the old mill. Just so you can see the progress on our fields down there. Let's see, we'll park the harvester somewhere right about here. Then we'll go jump in my tractor. And we'll head down to the old mill, like I said. So we're making a good amount of money today. I did check to see what the starting point was because I kind of forgot. I'm not going to keep saying 1 million, so we were at 28,500. What button do I press? So now we're already at 52,000. And yeah, my sleep and food bar are way down again because for some reason I lost connection to the Steam server, which dropped my sleep way down. I don't know if it's going to be an issue or not. I have worked a little bit before my sleep at 0 and it doesn't seem to affect at all. Restoring food I really don't care because the wife has tons of stuff in the pantry. But we need to get that baled and picked up today. So there's a grass field there I eventually might buy. But you can see our field here's most of our fields down here are already in the first growth stage already. So it looks like they're doing well. I mean, what else would they do actually? It's not like they're going to get infected or infested with bugs or something. That's a different game. You can see one of our cornfields there. Another one of our cornfields here. Someone running along our cornfield there. Who is that? Grace. Yeah, so we got 3 cornfields down here at some point we're going to be getting to. I'm trying to remember when these fields hit the second growth stage, so then I skipped a couple days in between harvest and all that. So these fields might be ready within a week or two, I would think. But we know most of these fields down here we can do work in. There's 2 fields that we can't, which is the big field, which is unfortunate. Yep, so coming up on the old mill. Now when the game first started, you had to drive through that gate right there, and let me tell you that was fun. They finally put an opening in. The fence used to go right across there, but they finally took a fence down to let us get in for easier access. So we'll sit here and watch the money go up. Like I said, we started with 28.5 today. So yeah, we sold some bales to get like 5 grand. So just by doing the 2 fields, we're already at 30 grand profit today. And now we're over that as well. Still got plenty of grain in the trailer to go. So it looks like just by doing the 2 fields today, we're going to hit 40 grand profit, which is extremely good. I never done that much barley because, as you can see, it's more time taking to do these fields. Only because, I mean, baling it doesn't take long, but running around picking them up does. And of course, when it comes to wheat and barley, you definitely want to bring it to the old mill. Just that it's much farther away from the farm than the other sell point, so it takes up a lot of your time during the day driving down here and driving back. And you got the same problem here. If you made these fields like barley and wheat, so we can call it beets, I guess. Yeah, you got a short trip to bring the grain there, but then you got to bring the bales down there. It's all logistics. But I keep trying to tell myself we're not too much of a hurry anymore in the farm. Just as long as we can plant canola in all of our fields come mid-September-ish. So when spring comes, we can do our spring cleaning again and make a heck of a profit. But as we can see, barley does profit very well. But now we got to go down and do some baling, and then I got to pick them up. So I'll bring you some when I get close to the end of picking up the bales. You see me do some baling already today. You don't want to see me. Hello. you don't need to see me running around with the wife's tractor baling in somewhat getting dark hours. What time is it? Yeah, it's 8 o'clock at night. So it's gonna be kind of a late night. Who are you? A Janet. I didn't know there's two Janets in here, but obviously there is. I wonder where she lives. I wonder if she took the place of Allison used to live down there. I wonder if she took the place of Allison. Anywho, I need to focus. Looks like the worker is done there. I'm not going to hire anyone to seed it yet. We will wait until these 4 fields are ready at the same time and seed them all together. We will drop that trailer there. Like I said, I'll bring it back after I picked up some bales here, and it's going to take me a little bit to get this done. For you, I'll see you in a second. Just the last few bales to go here. Figure I bring it back so you can watch me load them just a little bit. Made one trip up with a full trailer, 39 bales. So we'll see what we get out of this one here. Add them up and see what this field produced for bales. One thing I had to keep in consideration, I had to go down to the fire pit and regain some of my sleep because I couldn't run anymore. And running around picking up bales is rather important. I'm going to turn the lights on, just take a quick look around the field just to make sure we got all the bales. I mean, I think I did. But it wouldn't be the first time I was going around the farm at some point. I'm like, what's that over there in the corner of a field somewhere? I'm like, oh, there's a bale. So it looks like we got all of the bales. Actually, one time a bale spit out here and kind of rolled down in the bushes there because I was whooping around with the baler. Because you can bail it like at 36 kilometers an hour. So I was whipping the trailer out when it came out the back, and maybe you saw what I was doing over there. But when they spit out the back, they spit out the back. All right, looks like we got them all out of this field here. So the first field, what do we get? Like 34 bales. In this field here, we already got 39 plus whatever we're going to get out of this one. I want to say something like there's like 22, 24 in here. Something like that. 26. So that's 50, 60, 65 bales in that one field. That's pretty good. And for the day, we're up to 74. So, yeah, almost $56,000 euros. Excuse me, 56,000 euros out of 2 fields of barley. And those 2 fields over here are bigger than these 2 combined here. But it's going to be one heck of a day of work tomorrow. Actually, that field is ready to harvest now. Not like I'm doing it, but you can see that field is ready to harvest. Because it went past midnight. That'd be why. So, and I can't really teleport down to the farm. Well, I guess I can. My the minivan's at the bus stop. But looks like Oliver might still be up. Maybe my farm equipment. Really? Game needs online connection to Steam servers. Why do I keep disconnecting from Steam? My internet is refreshing something right now, and that page has popped up, so I was tired anyways. So we might as well let it go down to 0. My food will go down to 0, whatever. I may have to update Steam again. And now I can't run. But that's a good note to end the video on, I think. I'm sleepy, I'm hungry. I'm naming 7 dwarves, you know. Probably getting a little grumpy right now myself. But yeah, we're going to call an episode here. I may pass out in the field here and not make it to bed, but at least my connection to Steam regained. Thanks after I lost all my... I didn't lose that much food. But I am tired, but thank you for watching. And I will see you in the next episode. Have a good one.